Harmony 1 price prediction.
Let's get into it.
So today, guys, we're going to be taking a cheeky look at Harmony 1 and specifically the price prediction for May. We're going to be taking a look at that daily chart, that 4-hourly chart, that hourly chart, and looking at those key technical indicators such as the Fibonacci retracement, the 50, the 100, the 200 and moving averages, along with the volumes and that relative strength index. Hopefully to give us a bit of a flavour as to what is in store for Harmony 1 during the month of May. As we get into this video, guys, if you do find it useful and informative, hit that like button. We both really do appreciate it. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you'd like to stay up to date with everything we do here, all those new cryptocurrencies, hidden gems, then do consider subscribing to the channel. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with absolutely everything we do here at Cheeky Crypto. It is free, you'll stay well informed, so why not? And with all that said and done, Chris, anything else you would like to add before we jump on down to the charts?
No, let's get straight into it, Nick.
Fantastic. All right then, guys, this is Harmony 1 to the USDT daily chart, and Binance is the data source. And we're going to be taking a look at this daily chart and looking at the key indicators here, such as the Fibonacci retracement, that 50, 100, 200 moving average and relative strength index. So to start with, we have the Fibonacci retracement tool on here, and this actually runs down from the low of the 11th of March through to the high up here that was the 29th of March. That was a 18-day run that saw 496% in gains. Since then, we've actually been trading sideways for 29 days now, and things are starting to heat up quite nicely. We did get above our resistance area of 13.5 before having a pullback once we hit resistance at the 618 area. So we have pulled down, but we are now fighting our way back above that resistance at 13.5. We can see how the 15 moving average here is absolutely key. That is an area of support for us at the moment, and we want to keep that and so that we can continue to move the price of the one coin much higher. We can also see that the 100 moving average has been an area of support in the past, and that's quite away from the current position at the moment. So hopefully we won't have to fall down as low as the 100 moving average anytime soon. Now, if we take a look at the volumes, they did spike up very briefly here, before actually starting to come down again. So in the last few days, the micro view has been a decreasing volume, and of course over time the volumes have been decreasing here. The good news is that we got this thing relatively low on that RSI and have moved it up to just above our 49.17 line on that relative strength index. So this is a good area to get a bounce from after a little bit of more of a correction. We'll bounce from this 49.17 in my opinion, and then we should be on moving on up out of here. Now let's go ahead and pull this down into our 4-hourly chart. And what we're going to do is just move this across and expand this up a little bit so you can see what's going on with these candles. So we can see how we had that rally from down here up to those higher areas just at the top there. Now, on that run, we saw significant volume coming in, and it was fantastic to see such volume building up from the low volumes that we were having. But of course, when we got to the top here towards that 618 area, we were pretty much heading towards the overbought area, so a correction was absolutely due. And it looks like we are still coming down a little bit as we're going to head towards our 49.17 line down here on that relative strength index. We can see how the volumes have sharply decreased over time here, which has actually helped to protect the price a little bit on the way down. Now, as you can see from the candles, we can see we found resistance up at the 618, but also we have that 200 moving average just above the candles as well. Currently, we are below our 13.5 area of resistance, and we are looking to just fight our way back up from there. But we are likely to actually find support down on that 50% retracement zone before we have another attempt at pushing back up again. But things here are looking pretty good. We do want to see a decreasing volume as we are correcting our relative strength index, and as that will help protect the price from those candles falling too low. So pretty good there. We can see that the 50 moving average is actually way below the candles. The 100 moving average is just up here. So that's acting as support with resistance potentially coming in at the 200 moving average. So not too bad on this 4-hourly chart. What I'm going to do now is just pull up the hourly And again, we can see that in the detail here a little bit. So we can see the 50 moving average is actually slightly higher than the current price position here, but the 100 and 200 moving averages are below. So here you can see that there's good support being found at the 50 moving average. And again, that was something that was tested over here and over here. So we found that support and we are trying to fight our way back up to that 13.5 and get above there. Now, looking at the relative strength index, that's actually corrected quite nicely. So we were on that way up from the bottom there to the top. We were overbought, we corrected down, and we just come a little bit lower than maybe expected, so about 38. And we're now running our way back up again. So things here nice and low on that relative strength index on the hourly. And we want to now see that volume starting to spike back up again in the same way that we saw over here. So if that volume does come back in, we should be in a reasonably good position to get this thing rallying up again to try to claim that 618 area once again today. Now, what I'm going to do is just pull this back up into our daily, Chris, and then just pull these down a little bit so we can talk about what the month of May is looking like for Harmony 1. So guys, when it comes to Harmony 1, we looked at the daily, the 4 hourly and the hourly. And ultimately things are looking like we're going to have a small correction on that 4 hourly. And actually looking at the hourly itself, it looks like the reversal's actually just already started. So we're looking for increasing in volumes and we're going to be looking to push above the 13.5 cent. And once we do that, we should be heading up towards the 618 again. What we want to do is we want to confirm 13.5 as the area of support, and we don't really want to be slipping below it. So that's something that we want to be watching out for on the next run up. Now, when it comes to the daily here, we are in a pretty good position, and we have a very good position here on that relative strength index to push on up. So not too bad at all. So ultimately, Chris, I think everything is gearing up quite nicely here with these little baby corrections from that hourly and that 4 hourly, but the daily looks like it's ready to get going. So let's talk a little bit about what the month of May may have in store. I think we have some absolute killer opportunities, Chris, to push the price of significantly higher from the current position. And specifically, I think this 29-day run is coming to a close. With that being said, let's talk about the price prediction for May. I think, Chris, that Harmony 1 has every possible option here to go after, if I can draw a straight line there we go, 33.9 cent. So 33.9 cent is where I think we're going to see the high point during May for Harmony 1. And that would be roughly about 155% from the current position. So a pretty good price target. Chris, I'm not sure, do you align to a 33.9 cent Harmony 1 coin during the month of May?
Yeah, I think I do. You know, you're seeing lots of activity for Harmony 1. I mean, this morning I woke up and you've got Monopoly Protocol, a place where real estate and crypto combine, which, you know, I don't know anything about just yet. I've only just seen it, but I mean, that makes me feel bullish. And we've talked about, you know, property and tokenization and all that sort of stuff. And we know that's where we're heading. For me, yeah, there's just so much happening. I kind of feel like, yeah, I hope the market improves. I know that they're working on that side of things, but, you know, for me, yeah, I do align with that, with everything that I can see happening. You know, it's going to be a challenge, don't get me wrong, but I think, yeah, Harmony 1 can do it.
Fantastic. And guys, just for the longer term price thoughts, the next price target would actually be up at 52.6, and that from the current position is approximately 296%. So a 52.6 cent Harmony, it would be absolutely fantastic. But of course, we can go higher than that. The third price target here is 71.3, and that's 436% from the current position. And then, of course, at the top of the Fibonacci at the moment, it is indicating to us a 82.8 cent Harmony 1 coin, which would be 523%. Personally, though, Chris, I think Harmony 1 has some true potential to go after at least $1. And if we can get to that dollar level, that would be representing 653% in well, that's a fantastic price target to have. I want to say juicy gains, but I think people are getting a little bit tired of the word juicy. But yeah, I think this is going to be fantastic, Chris. We want to go after that immediate 33.9. That's the first price target. I can see Harmony 1 rallying quite nicely now from its current position. And once it gets past that all-time high of 22.8, sorry, 22.4, we should have a pretty good chance at going up to that 33.9, as there is no resistance above that. So really, it just becomes price discovery. So ultimately, on that journey, we need to make sure the Fibonacci extensions there. We obviously need to see the volumes nice and high. We need to see that register strength index nice and low. And ultimately, I think we're going to start seeing some fantastic price discovery for Harmony 1 once again during the month of May. Chris, is there anything else that you would like to leave the guys with today?
Yeah, just let us know in the comments below what price prediction you've got for May for Harmony 1. Really interested to know.
Fantastic. And guys, I just want to quickly give everyone a brief update on the Harmony 1 staking pool. So currently we have 33 million one staked and delegated to us, which is fantastic. Really do appreciate that, guys, and hopefully we're doing a good enough job for you guys and choose those returns, right? We're currently getting 11% pretty consistently at the moment, and I'm always looking to add additional slots and to maximize the returns for you guys. So at the moment we're running on all shards, so we have shard 0, 1, 2 and 3. We're running 2 slots on shard 0, 2 slots on shard 2, 2 slots on shard 3, and only 1 slot on shard 1. Now what I would like to do is get a little bit more delegated in there so that we can increase the slot for shard 1. So we're running 8 slots in total. That would be fantastic. That will allow us to earn some additional 1 for you guys. So we'll look to try to get an additional 1 added there. But of course, you know, consistently adding more delegators and more harmony to the pool will allow me to increase the slots and maximize the returns. So yeah, things are doing pretty well, Chris. We're consistently on 7 slots at the moment, and I'm always looking to add more. So we're running 4 servers now across 3 different continents, believe it or not, Chris, which is pretty cool. So yeah, looking pretty good there. Yeah, so we're doing well with 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏, Chris.
Beautiful.
And guys, if you found this video useful and informative, then do go ahead and hit that like button. We both really do appreciate it. And of course, if you want to, you know, stay up to date with those new cryptocurrencies, hidden gems that we talk about here, then why not consider subscribing to the channel? By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with absolutely everything we do here at Cheeky Crypto. It is free. You'll stay well informed, so why not? And with all of that said and done, we hope you have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.